Levian, spiritual bomb. While they were plotting and planning against me, God was planning a spiritual raid to devour them in middle day. The Lord dropped spiritual bomb on them and left them lifeless like a fish out of water. My spiritual army was ready and equipped to destroy them where they stand. Spiritual silver bullet lodge in them like nail to wet board. Spiritual knives stab them like Arnie man to a prostitute. Spiritual fiery sword swing and eliminate head from neck like upset girl removing the head from a dolly. They thought I was going to run when they gang up against me, but I stand and unleash on them like a wild vicious tiger to its enemies, and tear them up like rude boy tearing up school book. Spiritual bomb drop on them like Jew raid from the clouds, so no letter was accepted because I wasn't interested in their apology. They were only sorry that their plans to destroy me failed. I dodged their traps and attacked like a professional boxer, evading a punch. They were students trying to outshine the master. They started war and couldn't finish what they started. They threw oil and powder, thinking their small mind could hold me down. But I overcome them. The more they threw, the higher I went up and shamed them. Some started to bleed and smell like a woman that was seeing her period and haven't bathed for a month. They wanted trouble, so I delivered it to them for free. I set trap for all troublemakers and watched them fall in it because they were stubborn. They didn't burn with ears. So I used spiritual bullets and create a hole for them so they could feel and activate their hearing. Some wanted me in courthouse and jail, but they never got their wish. All traps and net were all being evaded, and I watched them drinking their own poison. They couldn't defeat me because I was trained by the Lord and God, so no knockoff could get me off my throne. My aim was set on my purpose and not them. They had to watch me glow and shine like the midday sun and the rising sun and the sunset. When they look, they see spiritual royalty and none could take my treasure. All opposer passed away like a plant that got watered by salt water. While they were busy having sleepless night in graveyard, I was well rest, covered by the cloak of God, a shield that they had no access to. The Lord's sword was blazing with fire, ready to eliminate all that tried to harm me. The Lord promise manifested, and none could take my gift. None. Late night witches and warlock catch a spiritual fire when they send blows after me. All attack return to them and destroy them. Spiritual bomb drop on their doorstep and wipe them out. And all who follow their lead, seeking to destroy me. Chaos and destruction took all who rise up against me, and I trouble them not. Some were being thrown into a hole, then gas and light. They were cruel, so they felt cruelty. All werewolves that attacked me got silver bullets in their head and heart. All vampire that attacked me burn out to ashes. My foes were trying to get rid of me, but God said no. The earth open and swallow them. The sea get rough and destroy them. The wind blow and blow them from Pine Sea to O. Volcano erupt and blaze them out of their dwelling. War, war, war. Thunderball drop on some, and they fall instantly. Some pass away until its seat. Some drop asleep and bust and wake up not. Some freeze to death. The element was on my side. Some got caught in the act and rotting in prison. They play with darkness and got school. Spiritual A pop them in two. Spiritual python snake squeeze them until your eyeball jump out of socket. Spiritual mother bear rip them and left them to bleed out like a dead wolf. Spiritual tiger leap on them and feast on them like dinner to hungry prisoners. I war them spiritually and defeat them. They were baby pretending to be witch and obeahman. Their power was outer, my power was inner. They got slapped from all angles. My spiritual force was deadly and swift, so no hesitation. Some had to run leave their own place, like fire forcing rat to leave his hole. Seal.